My name is Shadrach, and it is Stevie Leader you're watching. My program is entertainment show. In this show, brings you series in the music industry. And therefore now, we are having our guest. Guest is none other than Professor Maros. Wow! Professor, this guy is super talented. And you know, he has been in the game for so long in the music. Right about now, we are going to take you through a lot of things which you need to know about him, his career, the challenges he has been facing in the industry. You know, so many things. So I dare you to stay tuned, keep low. Right about now, as I told you, Professor Maros is going to tell us more about this new release, a new album, White Sun album. So stay there. Right about now, I have my brother Ben Moss. He's going to take us through the interviews. So just stay tuned. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Just to have. So thank you so much. Big up to you. It's City.
All right, everyone around the world, thank you and welcome to this great, important occasion. Today is the day that so many people have been waiting for. Professor Maros, one of the finest artists from Northern Uganda, Lira City to be exact, who represents the region, is out with an album named the White Sun album. And the album is set to come out today. In this album, we are yet to find out from Professor Maros, but from what I know, it has about 12 songs. My name is Belmos, and we are going to take you through a lot of questions that will be given to Professor Maros. This is Marita Palace Hotel, is where we are. And anybody outside there, you can join us as we do this launch and the press conference live and as it's supposed to be. Let me start from the guest himself, Professor Maros.
Yeah, man.
How are you doing?
I'm doing very good, Belmos.
How has it been?
Been quite tiresome, but finally we are here, White Sun album.
Finally, we are here. The White Sun album is the reason we are here. You have been accompanied by J. Murphy at Inke, who is also here. He's the only old man out putting on a black suit and black shades. J. Murphy.
Yes.
I always call you Walter. How are you doing?
I'm good, Mr. Gom.
What brings you to the press conference of the album launch for White Sun album?
Yeah, I thought I should really be here to support a brother and a father, of course, in the music industry. I just came through and I felt like it would really be something important. Yeah.
Thank you so much. I also have here Swanky. Swanky is, I have been interacting before we started this with her. I told her she's one of the most beautiful ladies in the music industry, in the region and the whole country. So, is it Swanky or Swanky? Swanky.
Swanky.
Yes, Swanky. What brings you to accompany Professor Maros?
I had to be here by all means to support a brother, to be there for a brother. Yeah.
Just as you saw that there are so many other hit people here, I can see promoter Abovics and so many beautiful ladies here. You who is following us live on Facebook and on YouTube channel, let those questions keep coming in because we are going to run through a couple of questions here. And I want to start straight away this very press conference by asking Professor Maros a simple question. Who is Professor Maros?
Professor Maros is Maros Caesar Atine, son of Olekatili, son of Pascolina, son of Bala, Kwale district. He started music in 2011. This is 2024. I've been in this game
So
now.
basically that is 13 years.
Of course, yeah. As you can see, I already look like almost there. I've taken long in this industry, so 13 years and still counting. Glory to God.
Do you have lenses on those glasses or is that a design? Because you told us you're really old.
No, my eyes can still see very well. I can still read even from a distance. I can see that is myself on your chest, my brother. So yeah, this is just. Do I look better like these people? Now let me take it off. Yeah.
Well, that is Professor Maros who did tell us who he is. Maros already told you, I wanted to tell you this before, he started music way back in time, and so far this is the 13th year that Maros has spent in this journey of music, together with so many other artists. He has inspired so many other people. But previously we all knew, or we all know, that Professor Maros has been releasing singles. single after single after single, and he has been a master of consistency when it comes to releasing songs. But the year 2024 started, and Maros, I think in one of the interviews I had with him, late or early this year, late last year or early this year, Maros, actually, I think I was one of the few people who got to know about Maros planning to bring out an album. Now, Maros,
Yeah.
why do you decide that, I'm tired of singles, I have to bring in an album at this particular moment? Why all this long, and why is it that you felt it's nice for you to do it at this time?
I realized that it's important to give 1 or 2 months of my year, of the 12 months we have in a year, to work on something that is going to last the whole year, and I can rest or be doing some other things. So, but back those days I had to release a song, and then after a month people are asking for more. After a month they hear this one, they say they want more. So I realized that that was really not working. So I also borrowed a leaf from these other international artists. These guys can release over 20, 30 songs in a year. Burna Boy, for example. So I said to myself, why don't I release 12 songs in a year? 2024, I released 12 songs. That's 1 song per month in this year. So that I can just sit, relax, maybe we do the promotion, so my fans can have a variety to enjoy. I will again get back around this time with another album for next year. So that relieves me, it takes away a lot of burden from me. So those who have been asking something new, now I'm giving you more than 1, more than 2, more than 3. I'm giving you 12. That's enough for you this year.
Now, Maros, you talked about Burna Boy and so many other already established artists, those big name stars in music here in Africa. And you now say you also want to go their way. What makes you feel that you have grown, or how much have you grown in music?
I just want people to pay attention to White Sun album. Some of the songs, I think 2 of the songs have come out, and I can tell you that one is just, I should say, tip of the iceberg. But study the White Sun album, and you will hear and agree with me why I'm very confident about going international, because now 13 years I have nothing to be doing here, the industry needs to have some gaps created. So I'm trying to pull myself really hard, I'm trying to push myself way forward, and it is very possible. I think it's so easy. The music we do has no difference with what the other international artists do, the people that we hear about. Remember, they say when we go out and perform, for example, even across East Africa, we perform there as internationals. Now, it's no longer about quality. It's even, I was telling Atinker, I said, Atinker, do you know that the videos you make, that Emerson Art makes for you, that video is of international standard. The reason why people still demand that you go to Kampala or go to Nairobi and do a video from there, it's all in the mindset. It's like when people, if a white man does something, they tend to trust it more than when a black person does it. You get? So it is just in our mindset. Even the music we sing, when people outside Uganda, outside Northern Uganda listen to our songs, they say, wow, who did this song? Who made this song? But our people here, the mentality is that nothing good comes from home. So if we can change that mentality, for me, the talent I have inside me is international. You put me with an international artist on a beat and see how I will kill that beat. Simple.
So Maros is promising you guys that he needs a battle with Burna Boy or someone else internationally. Now, you talked about trusting our own brand.
Yeah.
In this album, one of the songs that I had a chance to listen to called A Chain, which is just moving in my mind, and one of my best friends, Motorola, I think that is his finest song of the year. That song was done from Kampala, right?
Yeah.
Why did you decide to do some of these songs outside now if you really so much trust our brand?
I trust our brand so much, and in the 12 songs that I have released, that I'm going to be releasing, about a half was produced from here by our local producers. However, they have certain limitations. For example, I think one will have to submit something just as we talk now. I've seen the message showing that he has submitted the 2 songs that were remaining from the album, so due to certain conditions. But I trust our brand so much. Remember, even if we go to Kampala, sometimes these people produce, people like Andy Music, you know, those are our people. And so I have stopped thinking about Northern Uganda. So when I produce in Uganda, I feel like I'm still producing in Northern Uganda. If Chameleon comes here and Brosibit makes for him a song, he should start saying, oh, I've gone to a weaker side of the region and worked with a smaller producer. No, the music Brosy makes, the music Lazo Brazen, the music Mr. D or anybody Beats Boy makes is as good as anyone.
But Maros, now you bring me to this question that why do the fans and some of the people who follow music keep demanding that you use better producers? Because most of the songs that are done here in Northern Uganda, it looks like there is already that mindset that the public outside there, the people who consume music, feel that our producers are not doing much. What can you tell us to try to remove this kind of thing from the people's minds?
Let me start by advising people in Northern Uganda. You people are lying to yourselves. You're not being real. Do you think your Leng by Don Romeo had the best production ever? No. But do you know how far that song has gone?
Maybe it's because that style. That
is
our tradition.
It doesn't matter. Now we have to bring our tradition out. The music we do, the music I do here in Lamu is my culture, is our way of singing, is our way of production. So do not force me or my producer to produce like Dr. Dre. Dr. Dre produces for the American culture.
An American market.
For an American market. For me, my producer uses our local instruments here. He has grown up listening to our local instruments, which differ. But if you go to Western Africa, they also have some other instruments that we may not know about. So let us appreciate what our people come up with. So for me, it's all about the mindset. Believe me, no artist is better than Professor Maros. Okay? You bring an American, because we are all producing music. It depends on what you want to listen to, your mood that day. And if you want to appreciate the little somebody has done, we are all the same. We are all contributing to the mainstream music industry. So we just need to change our mark. Do you people watch TVs? If our fans really take their time to watch these TV stations, you will accept that some of the videos played on those TV stations are not better than our videos. It is only that when you watch our thing, you have, what should I say, the prejudices that we put in our songs will be like, they even ask, Maros, I heard that you're shooting a video. Who is doing it? You say, Emerson, why don't you go to Sasha Vibes? These people are using a camera. In fact, you can even see that there are transitions from this shot to another one, or what, there's a girl shaking her bums that side, whatever, people drinking like this, nothing. So the moment you have, it's like when you have I'm giving an example on you. If Swanky was my wife, if I have been with her all the time, I may not.
An example.
It is.
In our language, you say,
so I think it's because our people and then they think there's nothing new, so they are attracted to something far away. Let me tell you, I thank God I've been able to travel to a few countries, and when you enter into their studios, when they listen to our songs, they be like, really? You know? And when I was working on some of the songs in Kampala, those people are saying, I think this song is of international standard. And there is one thing about our language that other people appreciate. They say the way we talk as Lango, for example, Lebluo, it has tonations. But even the way we talk as if we are singing, because it has notes. That is already singing. So for us, as if God created us to sing, because even the way we talk as if we are singing.
Right.
We are the best.
Maros,
yes.
We shall get back to the issue of your music and Northern Ugandan music at large. But I want to divert a bit. You know, recently, guys, there has been issues of leadership in Northern Ugandan music and even Uganda music at large. There are a faction of people who are loyal to a particular sect or section of the artists. Now, I want to get from Maro's perspective. This one I'll bring in and Swanky and as well J. Mafiatinke. First thing first, who do you subscribe to? As in, there are different music groups right now. Which one do you subscribe to? There is one led by is it Cindy? And then there is that one led by Eddie Kent. Though recently we have been the ones trying to believe and say was that the government recognizes Eddie Kenzo's led group. Which one do you subscribe to? And when you tell me that you'll get back here in Lango, because we have heard about the rift between, at some point, Maros and Blood Moon trying to, maybe, I can't call it a fight, but trying to wrangle for leadership of Lango musicians. So maybe you're going to clarify the hair.
No, listen, guys. Hey, it's okay. You know, I think that has answered the question. You know, first of all, Belmos, and those who are watching, recently I've been receiving calls. Some people have gotten accidents. Some artists have lost relatives, and they need support. And when I say support is monetary, I have actually been referring them to Blood Moon. And I'm doing that because I feel what brought me to the music industry wasn't leadership. I recently said I want to be the leading artist, not the artist leader. That is better for me. That is where, in fact, I prefer to be called a leading artist rather than the artist leader, including Swanky. Just be the leading artist. That means people appreciate what you do as a musician. Not
Maros, let me get from Swanky's perspective. Now, Swanky.
I haven't finished. Let me finish. And so, the wrangle about leadership, the government needs to recognize all musicians because we are all contributing to the sector. And if you ask which one I subscribe to, I think first of all, the division was uncalled for. It is very, very unfortunate that we have gotten to a stage where we need to talk about which side do you belong. I think government should now form a body and stick by it. If it is this one, stick by it, because for me, there was a time, and I still believe up to now, Uma sits there at the National Theatre, you know, an office given by government. They sit there, and there, if you look through was it the value chain or the leadership chain? Uma sits there. So for me, in Uganda now, everything is very predictable. I know our association starts. Association starts today, promising so much. Money comes in, the top dogs eat the money, and then after a year or so, you hear a different story. So and so has eaten the money and they have run away. Let us again reorganize and create another association. This time, this one will function. This time we are dealing direct with so and so. This time we are dealing direct with what. So I think Parliament needs to come in and help us here. This is not a fight of personalities. It's not a fight of who is big, who is small. We want something that is now consistent. We are tired of joining associations. This one comes, the other time it was, all of you should leave your small associations, join WOMA. We joined WOMA. Now when WOMA was beginning to gain, you know, WOMA formed structures all over the country. Another one is given birth. And then you see the government supporting this individual also. Somebody comes up with a few people behind them, they get support. They build themselves. Money
Maros, I've got you. Who is the problem According to your explanation, who do you think is the problem? Is it the government or you, the artists?
Government.
Send a message to the government.
My message to the government is that let us not promote division amongst artists. If an artist comes to you that I have organized, we are organized in this way, I am the chairman, this is the vice, I can't limb, no. Send that artist to the main body of artists and say the best way we can help you. If government is really willing, let the government call the leadership of UMA and that of Kenzo, bring them together, let them form one body, and let it be like where I can go to get my national ID, NIRA or something. Communicate it to Ugandans so that we are not misled. For us up country, we are receiving different messages from these people, and we don't know who to trust. That's the problem.
Well, that is from Maro's perspective. Now, I want to get back to you. Swanky, let's zero here in Lango and Northern Uganda maybe, but Lango in particular. You know, the issue of the UMA and the other side has also come down here in Lango. Do you subscribe to any organization, like to any group of the musicians here in Lango? And if so, why?
Me personally, I don't have a group because I don't know whether someone is supposed to approach me to join UMA or someone is to approach.
Have you ever been approached?
No. No.
Do you feel like you want to join any group?
The thing is, I don't really basically pay attention to all these things.
So to you, you're just green about all these things you're talking about?
I'm general. I'm just trying to make a better Swanky tomorrow.
The whole thing, you are Swanky. Jema Fatinke, tell me something in that regard.
I didn't want to talk about this, but I think for some reasons I should say something. Over time, we have had a number of groups coming here making promises about a lot of things. But to me, I am only saying that I am ready to go with a group that is there, like having a common goal with its members together so that we can really achieve something better. Trust me, if a group opens up today, or maybe another association comes up again and says, this is this and that, I'll look through the objectives and the rest. What are they aiming for? If it is something really that is okay, it is worth going by, then yes, I'll subscribe to that. So for now, I'm just like that.
And Belmos, musicians are disorganized. We are only, but these are very organized. We are very organized just here. But musicians in Uganda, I think we are disorganized. First of all, do you know that we wouldn't actually be talking about government? Because what I know is that there is that money which comes, Emioga, whatever, which we are all supposed to benefit from. But do you know that border riders are more organized than musicians? Saloon owners, people that plait hair in the saloon, those barbers, they are organized in their groups. Why? Because those people wake up in the morning, they go to work, they earn a little, and then they save. But here with musicians, you form an association, all they do is sit and wait for government to deposit money into that account. Yet
and of late, I'm told there is money that has been released, about, was it 5 billion?
That money won't be deposited into our account for us to withdraw, divide, go and drink it in the bars. You know, that money, you're supposed to open an account and start saving as musicians. When you go for a show, Swanky, Maros, Atinke, come back and then deposit 20,000 shillings into that account. Let that account have some money. Then you can then go to government and say, okay, give us 10 million. We are going to pay this 10 million back. This 10 million we are going to divide amongst ourselves. We are going to shoot our videos, and then we shall sell our songs online, get money, and then we pay it back. You know? So that is how it works. But here, people have been taught to believe that there is some money government gives for free, as if we are supposed to be paid monthly salaries. That does not work. So
that does not work, Maros. I get you. Artists, you should, and Maros ended there. Artists should start saving from what I got from him. Now, Maros, yeah. I want to get back to you personally. I want you to share with us your personal life. You know, you said it has been 13 years in this journey and still counting. And so far, so good. Now you're coming up with White Sun album. Outside music, your personal life. Do you have a family? Do you have a wife? Do you have a girlfriend? You were talking to Swanky at some point when we were still outside. I don't know if you're trying to, you know, tell us about yourself. your family life as a family man? If at all it's there. If it's not there, we can move on from this question.
You people, I, I have a wife and I have kids. I have children. Oh, my babies, Casey, Milan, I love you. And yes, so that is basically it. And we love church. We go to church. We pray together as a family. We love people. We are very welcoming. And yeah, so my other family, my other life, sorry, away from music, is that of fun, making fun, just playing, and I really love that.
Recently, when I was interacting with Juma Jame, Juma told me that you've turned to become a comedian as well. Is that true?
I think I don't have to turn to become a comedian. Naturally, I make people laugh. Yeah, I've not turned, except, this thing of TikTok. When it came, I just realized every story I tell, makes people laugh. So they keep asking for more. That is it. But I think naturally that is how I am. My mom is that person you sit with from the word go, you're going to start laughing, whatever she says. So I think I am like that. I have not turned. I have just been a... Is that a comedian, really? You people, am I a comedian? So can we now laugh? Let us laugh. Camera. Yes, so that is it. But I think if as an entertainer, I have to utilize every gift God, gave me to make people happy. If music does it, comedy can do it, I'll do anything to make my fans happy. You win, you know.
That is Professor Maros for you. Now, Maros, I want us to get back to the album itself. The album is named White Sand Album. We are going to start from there. Why did you choose to name your album White Sand Album? And after that, you will tell us how many songs are there in that album, one at a time. And you tell us, if you say Achieng, is it a love song? Is it a gospel song? Is it something like that? And the genres of all these songs, together with the producers that worked on this song, because you told us earlier that about more than a half of these songs were done by our locally based producers here. So maybe we get straight to the album. Now, you is watching us, this is a time that you have to tune in, or you have to pay much more attention, because we are going to talk about this very particular album and all the songs that are in. Starting with the name White Sand. Professor Maros, why did you choose to name your album the White Sand Album?
The previous album that I did was during lockdown, and I called it Pandemic Album because we were in lockdown. We were that time Corona notiang when you were. So I chose Pandemic just to help me remember. It's like Lango. In fact, Africans, you name your child according to the season, the timing when that child was born. Was it during rainy season? You call them a cot or a cot or something. So for me, Pandemic came during lockdown, and then after that I released Donbass. The war in Ukraine had just begun. So these things remind me. So that's why I named. So recently, earlier this year, I went to Zanzibar, and there is a beach there called White Sand Beach.
You enjoyed the beach?
I enjoyed the beach.
What specifically did you enjoy from the beach?
I enjoyed the food, the urojo soup, mishkaki, vituba, those things. I enjoyed. I slept in a place called Bububu. And then we went to Kendwa Beach. So it was really fun. But I said, let me choose White Sand Beach.
Why didn't you choose Bububu?
Bububu nyano peti anyanga. Bububu no peda bin. Kanu alwoni Bububu album no gundo pe bini ye. Bala bubu mena Maria bubu. But I have a song called Welcome to Zanzibar. It's in this album. It's nice. It talks about Bububu, Paje, White Sand, Kendwa, rocks. Yeah.
Maybe let's start from there. Welcome to Zanzibar, because the white sand was also derived from a beach in Zanzibar. So, welcome to Zanzibar. Which producer worked on this particular song, and what's the genre of the song?
This guy, he doesn't even put his tags on songs. He's just underground. But the producer who produced for me, Lukwago, and Ole Ole, that's the one who has worked on this song. Believe me, the guy is too he's too good. The man knows music. If he sees an instrument, he will play it. You can even bring him your back. He will make a beat out of your back. Especially ka kwonduri pupe ba mer ta ketia bab ko ki pupu ka dia nyitie ba ma nyir nyir ma tu bedo kera ka na ba mi ko